Welcome to Unmuzzled Chat. Happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July to you all. Happy Independence Day. This is my favorite time of the year, to be honest. Folks ask me what my favorite holiday. It's always been the 4th of July. Are you kidding me? We got parades, candy, water events, art festivals, fireworks, rodeos. The list goes on. Barbecues, family gatherings. It's just a good old time. I feel a lot of America has gotten a little away from all of that. So I hope to bring a little bit of the small town experience I've been blessed with up here in Sholo to you in case you didn't get any of that. I'm a little sunburnt and fried at the moment, just exhausted. But I must say, it's so beautiful to see these families, all the patriotic attire and flags and music. It feels as though America's heartbeat still exists. There's still hope. And I know through unity, we can really shift so much that has been going on in this country. But I want to keep on a positive as possible note for this episode and pay proper respects for our nation's birthday. Let us honor our founding fathers and mothers who dared to dream of a land where all could be free and equal. And I know we can bring that back. As we celebrate our nation's birthday, let us remember the sacrifices made by our brave heroes who fought for our freedom and values that make America great. May their courage and dedication inspire us all to continue striving for a better future. I have some notes, kind of some things we're facing here. People in power are trying to convince us that the villain in our American story is each other. But that is not our story. That is not who we are. That is not our America. They would have us divided, weak, even sickly. Well, I say it's time we shift things around and have a mass awakening to all that corruption and those people in power. It has never been so clear as it is right here, right now. I say no longer will we allow them to lie and manipulate us. No longer will we allow them to destroy our country. Our country. I say no longer will we allow evil to rule over us any longer. We are the people. We are the government. It is time we realize this. And through unity, we can save this great nation. 100%. I have no doubt. Let's go. Together, united. We got this. I just have a couple snips here of the parade, of these kids and the drums and the candy and all the floats and the fire trucks. It's so beautiful when you capture, when you experience this small town patriotic feeling. I can't explain it. It's beautiful. I remember even last year's rodeo in Taylor, the prayers, the national anthems, the respect everyone paid to our God and our country. Evil's trying to break America's back. they haven't been successful. That's one clip. And then there's this other one. It's just so cool. I freaking love it. They've been trying to even minimize us accessing all the unity. Like the New Year fireworks ended up very telling in and of itself. That all these accounts on YouTube end up banned and the footage was taken down of all the fireworks and everyone getting along. Because for one night, think about it. It didn't matter. All Americans in unison were celebrating the new year. It's a similar moment in time with the 4th of July. And I believe there's great value to grasping how easy it would be for us all to unite and rule out evil and all the corruption. Now, this gentleman, this is an older video. It's wild. From 2010, this gentleman put out this message to the Illuminati, a July 4th message. But even to this day, how true it still remains. He has it titled, "The Illuminati Satanic NWO New World Order has failed to conquer many patriot souls. We are ready, though they may take all we have. They will never take our spirit of patriotism." That's beautiful. This has been going on for such a long time. This spiritual battle, it's nothing new. I feel the greatest silver lining with it all is that we are able to acknowledge that this is biblical, is spiritual warfare. And if it draws us to the light, what a gift. What a blessing. All right, let's hear this man out.
The 4th of July is a time that we celebrate the independence of our country. It's a time when we told the monarchy that we are free people, not ruled by any masters, not bound to their rule, not bound to their taxes, and that all men are free. 200 plus years later, we Americans have another ruling class, unfortunately. They basically lied, cheated, deceived, and stole their way into power. This self-proclaimed elite class feels it can burden the people of our country, along with the generations after us, into debt slavery. Unlike the monarchy, this elite class came into power using Masonic influence and deception, using votes and the court system. Today, I want to announce that this Masonic group of illuminated ones who follow in the footsteps of Lucifer from the Bible trying to become gods has failed to achieve any victory with me, my family, and many fellow patriots alike. I want to relay to this group that they have no power over me, no influence on my soul, nor any influence on my family. I want to tell you, illuminated ones, on this day of independence, that I am independent of you. Your schemes have been called, and the masses are beginning to wake up to your naive attempts of deception. There are those of us who can't be bought, who can't be swayed, who can't be tricked, who can't be lied to, and will never give in to your New World Order. My family will stay together. My children will be fed healthy food and will grow up strong and will never be poisoned with your vaccines, your sodium fluoride, or your MSGs. My children will not be influenced by your corrupt curriculums you find in public schools. My children will have a real education funded by me, and the curriculums will come from free market companies that only wanted to benefit children. You will not influence my family with your soul-destroying propaganda relayed through the television and music system. Info box. I will not go into your debts, nor will my children so long as there is breath in my lungs. My children are free from the bounds of the mental confines of consumerism, and they are happy, fulfilled, and satisfied, and I know this will continue on in their adulthood. I will do this without earning high wages, but rather using my own mind to build, construct, and make things that we need, thus making it possible for us not to pay your enslaving income taxes. I refuse to conform to society's pressure to be a certain way, to act in my class, my social class, or to care about it. Rather, I'm teaching my family to evade this thinking of peer pressure and to be individuals with self-respect. My kids don't care about the Joneses kids, but your children, you illuminated ones, will grow up in a virtual hell of social order, one that they are enslaved to and can never leave. The apple does not fall far from the tree, and the worms in those apples will only magnify your deceptions. Your eugenicism lies that children are nothing but trouble simply reek. This is evident because I have 5 children, and any future children that my wife and I may have will be beautiful and wonderful, and they will thrive in this world. They will have strong branches. They will grow up as strong trees in fertile grounds. and I will help provide them with the knowledge for them to obtain that. It's time that we all stand up to the lies of the Masonic New World Order.
Ooh, yes.
On this day of independence, I declare to the illuminated Masons, you lost.
Wow. Where was I in 2010? I was still just sleeping. I mean, some may truly never wake up. I'm grateful to be where I'm at now, know what I know, and have the ability to show up, even with all my flaws, in this moment in time. He touched on a lot of powerful things there. That's a leader. That's a man not walking in fear. He seems to understand the purpose for us here in this life, and he's fulfilling it with what it seems a wonderful family. We got a message right here 6 hours ago. Happy 4th of July. Let's go ahead and play this from none other than President Trump.
Today, as we celebrate the 4th of July with friends and family, let us never forget that our freedom has been earned through the blood and sweat and sacrifice of American heroes. And these were great American heroes. And let us share the grateful heart of our nation with every veteran and member of the United States Armed Forces, truly special people. We are in awe of their courage, and we are eternally in their debt. Together, we honor their noble sacrifice by pledging our love and loyalty to our country, our flag, and our fellow citizens. We are and will always be one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. Happy 4th of July, and God bless America.
Amen. There's this other clip. This has actually been going around for a while now, this gal on this horse. So for those just listening, I'll explain. She's riding with this flag, and then she slowly starts going, and the person filming must be in a vehicle because, wow, she gets full on sprint, really cooking on horseback, and then deploys the flag, and it's a F Joe Biden. So let's go ahead and just enjoy this quick clip here.
Like the 4th of July, hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be held when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you.
Is it inappropriate as it may be? It puts a smile on my face. I hope it does yours as well. That's the point. Gotta lighten up. There was this post. That one's kind of heavy, but it is important that we get our country to a point, our service members aren't questioning who in fact they were serving. That being said, I want to give a shout out to all the warriors and the soldiers, veterans, and also still active that have made it on the podcast. I want to give a shout out to Billy. Your courage is inspiring. I'm so grateful to all these men in their service and for standing up against the tyranny they faced, how they fulfilled their oath, even with illegal orders coming down. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Chaplain James, who in fact has been vaccine injured. And a shout out to Scott, and a special shout out to John, who runs the Forgotten Soldiers podcast. We need more people to share this podcast. They only have 82 followers on Rumble. Let's blow them up. Everyone follow and share them today. These are all soldiers that we're all willing to die for this country. And they're sharing stories that could ignite the spark within the civilians, within the body of this country, that could create the momentum to fix the corruption in this country. What they are doing is so powerful. Special shout out to Lucas. He has yet to make it on, but very excited to have him on Unmuzzled Chat. he got the boot for standing against the illegal mandated jab. Who are we as a country without our military men? Who are we as a country if we are no longer operating as we, the people? It really is time to set down our differences. It is okay to have differences of opinion, but to not be at each other's throats. We are not each other's enemies. Evil is effectively propagandizing everything to pit us against each other. It's crucial that we focus on our health. It's crucial that we focus on the relationship with our God. We got to see things for what they are, like this shirt. Truth is the new hate speech. They've been demonizing truth to pull the wool over our eyes, so we can't even see things clearly anymore. We can't allow that. It's obviously hence the importance of sourcing information in this information age. We know, at least a vast majority of us know, what sources are full of lies and deceit and propaganda. But with that being said, it doesn't seem that enough are actually finding trustworthy, viable sources of information. That's where I feel personally the podcast realm is it. It's independently ran, the majority of all of them. So you can find your flavor, who speaks to you. I mean, that's where Rumble is such a blessing, because you don't need to tune into any station. Yes, those stations may have special access, like at, let's say, the debate. But the Patriots will be streaming that and speaking out and calling out the lies when they happen and help folks from being misled. So let's help guide folks into better sources. To me, Rumble's it. This is a pretty cool video. Let's go ahead and play this. I don't think it says it, so I might have to say the words as they pop up. Independence. Freedom. Opportunity. Liberty. Our Constitution. All words we celebrate as a nation. As you look at the flag and observe our country's independence, remember our pledge: one nation under God. That's a pretty powerful clip. That's cool. I like that. Now, there's power to song, and I don't know why. It just popped up in a feed as I was preparing for this 4th of July kind of special episode. And for me, this song helped draw me near to God and feeling his love for me. It's called The Pride of the Father. This particular version really hits home. There's a lot of other beautiful ones out there. And as much as I want to play it for you all, I don't want to sit here and get emotional in front of you guys. But I'll add the link in the comment section below. Be sure to check this out in your own time. And it just was one of those songs, the more I played it, just kind of even back to back, it blessed my life as I started pondering those words and saying those words expressed in this song to our Creator came just an overwhelming, beautiful feeling. I only could hope you have a similar experience. Okay, let's do the 1-minute prayers for men, hard times. I will rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it Again, rejoice. Philippians 4:4. Sometimes, Lord, the very last thing I want to do when stressed is rejoice. I can't see a reason for rejoicing. Life is hard. And my focus on my circumstances drains any desire to rejoice. And yet, if my hard times persist, I have to do something. If I can't change what's going on around me, I have to have an inner change. Lord, if rejoicing will change my attitude, if it will help me endure the hard times, then I will rejoice. I will choose to rejoice in spite of my pain over my present circumstances. I do rejoice, Lord. I rejoice in you. That's powerful. When you really are able to hand things over to him, he just takes it all away. I mean, the creator that spoke everything into existence. You kidding me? I feel too often as humans, we sell them short. Bless us in ways we can't even fathom. July 4th in the Jesus is Calling daily devotional. When you worship me in spirit and truth, you join with choirs of angels who are continually before my throne. Though you cannot hear their voices, your praise and thanksgiving are distinctly audible in heaven. Your petitions are also heard, but it is your gratitude that clears the way to my heart. With the way between us wide open, my blessings fall upon you in rich abundance. The greatest blessings is nearness to me, abundant joy and peace in my presence. Practice praising and thanking me continually throughout this day. That's it. Singular, real call to action right there. I know with the gifts he'll give each and every one of us, it will lead us all individually to everything we truly desire in this life. Now, some of them desires may shift a little bit because we're before really developing that relation, priorities could lie elsewhere, but those priorities shift when you start to, at least for me, when you start to value spiritual life and death over mortal life and death. It really does shift. But not only will we get everything we need individually, but I know it will lead us to help others and also make progress in this spiritual war being waged in this crazy world we live in. Oh, let's see. I'll let you look these ones up. I already dove into them. Scriptures for the day. We got John 4:23-24 and Psalm 104. I'm excited to play the Pride of the Father song as soon as we wrap up as I do some editing. I am so grateful to be here. I ran into some amazing individuals at the parade today. Strong patriots, strong fathers, strong men of God. I want to do a shout out to Ezra. That man has a very strong testimony, and I know he could help a great many people, and I would be honored to have him on the podcast, and I'm pretty confident we're going to be having him on soon. And it's just really cool to see God at work, making connections, setting up his children to love one another, to support one another, and fulfill the very meaning and purpose for us to be here today. It's tough to live in this material world full of material things, but the real blessing is living in service on behalf of others. I thank you so much for your continual support on this podcast. I hope that this lifted your spirits a little bit and that you have a wonderful 4th of July. I truly feel the best is yet to come. It's going to be a wild ride this year, so I feel buckle up. That being said, there's a lot of things we could do to ensure things shift. One of the calls to action is Patriot Mobile. They're the only Christian conservative mobile network out there. So let's stop funding our enemy and give them a call, or check out their webpage. You could click the link below. If you call, just be sure to mention Unmuzzled. They'll waive fees. They'll take care of you, but there's a chance you save money. You get better cellular coverage. You get a layer of security and privacy with them as your provider. They are on the front lines doing more and more on behalf of our freedoms each and every day. We don't know what's coming around the corner, folks. Let's be sure to be prepared. I feel the singular greatest thing you could do to prepare yourself is get an EMP shield on your home, or especially one of your vehicles. They're still honoring the $50 off every single product you order through our podcast. So click the link below, enter the promo code Unmuzzled Chat, get your EMP shield. I'd say at minimum, at least on one vehicle per family, at minimum. Let's do what we can to take care of this gift God has given us, this body, and treat it right by paying attention as to what we put into it, food, nutritionally, and water, but also by detoxifying it from all the harmful metals, plastics, chemicals. The two greatest things I have found to eradicate these things. First is bond charge, the infrared sauna blanket. I'm going to actually set it up tonight. I'm really excited. I need it. I can feel it. But it penetrates on a level that, like, naturally you just can't sweat and detoxify the body. It magnifies the body's natural ways of getting that junk out. Click the link below. You get 15% off. That's over $100 off their infrared sauna blanket. And they have a whole bunch of other products that are extremely beneficial to your health as well. To magnify the detoxifying, get Masterpiece. Click the link below. That miracle tincture eradicates a lot of the metals and forever chemicals. And the data on it is just becoming more and more overwhelming. Other than that, be sure to check out Black Eagle Apparel. Get some freedom merch. We need more people out there representing, walking around as leaders each and every day, influencers, standing strong. Support us and get an Unmuzzled Chat t-shirt exclusively through Black Eagle Apparel alone. Now, Stand Up Now, they have awesome t-shirts too. So if you want a God-made, go get one from Stand Up Now and embody standing up now. So we haven't kicked off any type of Patreon program because we want to stay away from who wants monthly subscriptions and things like that. Who knows what we'll end up doing in the future if we actually build out enough content, additional content to do something like that. But it's just another company putting their fingers into the pie, so to speak. And as of right now, don't like that. Want to refrain from that. But in order to keep our lights on and continue doing what we're doing, we really would appreciate any amounts you would be able to give. We have a Buy Me a Coffee link down below, even a direct Venmo, Cash App, or GoFundMe. All right, we haven't kicked off this tune for a while now. Let's click the little jingle, shall we? I freaking love you guys. I'm so excited for the future. What come what may. After all, we're all visiting here. Let's just do what we can to become the best versions of ourselves and tap into our light, our God-given gifts, And who do you suppose is going to really magnify those for us? I believe through our Savior, Jesus Christ. I feel so very blessed to be here yet again on this lovely 4th of July. I hope you're having a terrific day out there. God bless you. God bless America. Till next time, take care.